Hi, welcome to Robyn's Winter Roost. So today we're going to make a corner tuck card. It's a fun fold that you make the little tuck in the corner of the card base. So here is our card that we're going to be making, and we're using the Apple Harvest stamp set and Apple Blossom dies, and also the Irresistible Blooms, I believe is the name of the paper that we're using on here. It's one of the exclusive online exclusive items that are going to be on there for a limited time, but we don't know how long, so it's kind of up in the air. If you really like it, I would suggest you go on and take a peek and get it as soon as you can. So let's flip the camera and get stamping. So we're going to start with a standard card base that's 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make a template. And what you're going to do is this is just a scrap piece of paper. You're going to cut a piece that is 2 3/4 by 3.5 and then cut it diagonally, so you have this corner or triangle. So you're going to put your triangle along your card base with the folded edge on the top and along this way. Now you can also measure these if you want to 3.5, make a mark, and then 2 3/4 and make a mark. But you're going to be using the same measurement several times. So if you do the template, you'll have it each time. So you can just put it on your cutter, trying to get my head out of the way here, and go ahead and line up your corners. Let's see if I can put it this way and see it better. I want you to see it, but I have to see it so I get it in the right spot. Okay, so I'm going to hold my corner there, line it up. Like I said, you can also put tick marks on there if you want. And then go ahead and score a few times because you're going through both layers here. And then I like to flip it over and you can see the score line, but it's not real heavy. And go ahead and score the back side as well. So then you're just going to fold on this score line. Maybe take your bone folder and rub it a little bit so that it's a nice sharp crease. And then you can open up the card and push that inside so that that's going to be tipped in, and that is going to be our corner tuck in. Now for our pieces of designer series paper that we're going to decorate this with, and I just want to show you this paper that I'm using for this card. Of course, I'm using two different designs. This is, let me see what it's called, Hello Irresistible paper. It's one of the online items, so you won't find this in any catalog, but it is online in the Stampin' Up! Store. So it's all leaves with pretty colors and pretty patterns, and then the back sides are just kind of either modeled or they have some lines in them. So some really pretty colors in this one, and it is Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Lost Lagoon, Petal Pink, Pretty Peacock, and Soft Seafoam. So I've got a base of Petal Pink to go with it. So for our designer series paper, and I will just show you how I cut this too. So I'm going to need to remove the top corner once I cut this, so I'm going to cut it to 4 by 5 1/4, which leaves me that 1/4 inch on each side. I have it cut to size, and I just need to remove that top corner. And when I do this, I like to put it on my paper so that I know that I'm taking away the right part of it, right? So I'm going to take away this top corner, and I'm using my same scrap piece here. And we'll go ahead and line up that tip and that one. I'm going to take this off of here, go ahead and cut off my corner. So there I have my first piece. And let me remember, do we have anything that goes underneath this? No. So we can go ahead and adhere this piece. So that's our front. And then for the inside, we're going to need another piece of designer series paper, and I've chosen that same, from that same pack. This is another one of the papers in it. And you can see that there's different kind of colors on it. So you want to choose what you want where. You know, it's more yellow here, it's more pink there. So then we're going to just go ahead and cut this down also to the 4. So all of your layers are going to be 4 by 5 1/4, including the white one that's going to go on the bottom. Oops. So this one, like I said, I like to put this on here so that mentally I know which corner I'm taking off. This one needs to flip our paper over because we want the long edge on the bottom here. We're going to take this off. And then we're going to use this piece as well. So we want to cut it down just a hair, right? So we're going to cut on this short side here so that it moves the whole thing out a little bit. We're going to cut off a 1/2 inch from the short side. So then this will actually go right here, and we can go ahead and adhere these. And then our white piece down on the bottom here for our greeting is going to be done the same way as this one. You're going to cut your corners and then cut that 1/2 inch off of the little corner so that it fits in here. And actually, let me move this. We are done with our cutting. And of course, this one isn't going to matter which side you're using because both sides are white. So let's just go ahead and layer this on here. Get the dog hair out of the card. So now we have our base all ready to decorate. And what I have designed for this one, I'm going to use the apples from the Apple Harvest. And this is a greeting from that set, and the die is also from that set. And these pretty apple blossoms are also from that die set. And the die set is called Apple Blossoms. The stamp set is called Apple Harvest. Now when you adhere your whatever you're going to have popped up here, you want to make sure, let me pull in. Here I have the other half of my card base. This is a good way, or an envelope. You want to pull that in, and then when you adhere this down, you want to make sure that it doesn't go past the edge of the And yeah, where the envelope is going to fit, right? Now I think I would probably pop this up just to give it a little bit more height, but I don't have any dimensionals up with me at the moment, so this one is going to be flat. But if you like more dimension on stuff, go ahead and pop that up. And then we're going to add our greeting. And I love when the labels that have the little cutouts and the ands, I think they're so pretty. And then when you add your petals, just kind of put them wherever. And you could even use liquid glue, might be easier. You could put a dot of liquid glue on the paper and then put the petal down. It might be a little easier than the tape. So there is our front. And then when we open this up, we're going to put the branch on here, and it can pop up over the top. Don't glue it on there, but we don't want it to go beyond here or it would get folded. And now this one, I definitely do need my liquid glue. I should have known that I wouldn't have everything over here. I seem to never get it all right. Oh, now I got a big gob of glue. Let's see. You have to always be kind of careful with this liquid glue because it can come out a little bit fast sometimes. Okay. And then I put glue on the end of there. No, I didn't. Okay. So then I've also I've stamped these and cut them out with the dies. These are all from the apple blossoms. And then we can just kind of decide where we're going to put them. Maybe I'll scoop up some of my glue that I got overzealous with here. Okay, so this one we got to be careful that I only get the glue on the very bottom edge because it's going to hang over. Yes, so that it'll fold. And there is our card. And then of course you can add another greeting on the inside if you want. Let me pull in the stamp set. So we've got the Apple Harvest stamp set. So I would say that, you know, we could do the thanks for your kindness maybe, or the greatest gift is a good friend. So the thank you would be a good one. Or if it was a birthday card, you could put a birthday greeting in there. I did want to share with you these dies. And these were actually retired but have been on the clearance rack for a long time. So I'm hoping that when I'm doing this video, they will still be on there. Look at all of these awesome dies. And I think they're like under 15 bucks. So thanks for stopping by at the Roost, and I hope you have a great day.